man because some of her conflict. She is the type of person that if things ain't her way, she's going to twist it to be in her favor. And if you don't know it, and you're not from a town where she's from, unfortunately, she'll get them to believe this stuff.
Okay. Okay. All right. So take us to the night that you were arrested. And
I'm gonna take you to the night that I was arrested. Well, let me just go back a little farther.
Okay.
Marquisha, because she don't want to see me with this man, which is her stepdaddy. She have sent me videos of him coming out of the house, being with another woman, texting me as much as to tell me where they was at so I can follow them to have conflict with them. She have sent messages to my daughter of her harming me. And I still have let that go. I have talked to Al's mother, which is the guy, and her and I could never see why this girl have did these things. But she have did these things. And I have sent you messages, proof of these things. Why she's doing this is beyond my belief because I am the best thing that happened to this guy. She don't want to see him happy. She know what him and her mother went through. She do not want to see him treat anyone else better than he did her mother. That's the best thing I could come with because from the day start, this girl got gobs and gobs of Pampers and anything that my children have if they had a baby. I'll never begin to understand why she did this. But we'll go back to that day. So on that day, I spoke to Al. He told me he was over there in Lake Ridge. I came over to Lake Ridge to see Al. It was people outside. I said no one to nobody because I know how these people are. I sit in my car, didn't speak with no one, didn't say anything to no one.
How long were you in the car?
I was in the car between 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. But it was about 5 minutes into it that I seen Alan come out. Came out, we went back into the house. Me thinking Al is still in the house, so I'm going to wait till he come out again. Al never come out the house. Later, I understood that Al said that he left, but in one of his other cars, but I did not see him. So I still sit there. I did not say nothing to Marquisha. I did not say to anybody out there. The police pull up. I seen the lights pull up. But before the lights pull up, this is what I did. Because I'm always smart in trying to think about things, but unfortunately, I'm not phone savvy or whatever. I was trying to record everything by me sitting out there to make sure they didn't say I did not come out there and disturb anybody. They're not saying anything.
Hold on 1 second. Sharon, I'm gonna cut you off. Now, whoever Duck Crockett, whoever this is, look, ain't no trolling. Ain't no trolling on this page. Ain't no trolling. You can have your opinion respectfully about whatever you want to have and all that kind of stuff like that. But ain't no trolling on this page. It ain't time for no trolling and all that kind of stuff like that. So I'm gonna ask you nicely before you get blocked.
And it's not necessary because I promised on everything I love. I'm about to tell you the exact truth on what happened.
Okay, hold on. Before I block you, because I don't want to block you, because I'm trying not to be blocking people and all that kind of stuff. Because people could be, but when I'm doing an interview for the new people that don't know, my fan, I don't even see my fan. For the new people that don't know, if you come on here trolling, you're gonna get blocked. Now you see the name Pat and Janae, that's my admin. You will get blocked. So don't come on here trolling. You can have an opinion and all of that kind of stuff like that, but the trolling shit, leave it where it's at. Okay, go ahead.
So on that day, I sit outside of the apartment's named Lake Ridge. It was people out there. I didn't say anything to anybody. I didn't get out my car. I didn't do anything. Few minutes later, I'm gonna say about 5 minutes later, looked around, I see police lights. Police lights came. Officer came to my car. Miss Napier, you're trespassing. I said, sir, how am I trespassing in these apartments? I have not received any paper documents. I have not had a problem with anybody over here. How am I trespassing? He was like this right here. After I got off from work, I did whatever I had to do. I had 2 containers that was unopened in my car. He said, Miss Napier, you're drunk. You're drinking. I said, no, sir. I'm not drinking. I'm not drunk. What are those 2 containers? I said, sir, as you can see, those 2 containers have not been opened. Okay. He started to get aggressive. He was aggressive from the moment he came up to that car, because he wasn't hearing nothing I say, because I don't live around here, there in Livingston. Marquisha Danner, stepdad, mama, all of those people are from that area. I have no family there. He said, I say, and beyond, I said, I give you no right to search my car anyway. After he reached over and he grabbed those containers that wasn't open. He in turn pulled my door open and pulled me to the ground. After he pulled me to that ground, he started tasing me immediately.
At any point, did you have any type of physical altercation with the officer?
No, because it was unexpected. When he pulled me, when he opened that door quickly and pulled me to the ground, I don't think I had much time to respond, but maybe just struggled a little bit with him after he pulled me out that car. And when I began to struggle with him, that's when he began to tase me. He never, not one time, showed me that I was trespassed off that property. He never read me no rights. He instantly pulled me out that car to that ground. He started tasing me multiples and multiple times, from my back to my stomach to, it felt like all over my body. This man, this officer, Officer Strickland, believed everything that Marquisha Danner said. I never came over there for Miss Marquisha Danner. Never in my life have came over there for her. He asked her, who called the police? She spoke up and said she did. I have never had an altercation with Marquisha Danner at that place. Marquisha Danner did that out of spite.
Had you had an altercation with her previously?
Ma'am?
Had you had an altercation with her previously?
Yes. When her stepdad and I broke up almost a year ago, we had no contact with each other. She came to my apartment complex starting conflict with me.
Okay.
Have I ever started conflict with her? No. No. We have had verbal abuse, being messenger with each other. But for as anything to hurt her or to go to her complex to start any altercation with her, I have never did that.
Do her stepdad live with her?
No, he do not live with her. Before this happened, her stepdaddy, Alex Bell, was living with me. Him and I get into it, he'll go over there by his daughter, Almisha house. Almisha lived downstairs from Marquisha, where Marquisha lived at. Mm-hmm. She have been the only person to start conflict and call the police for no reason. I was sitting the day she called the police on me. I wasn't saying anything to anybody. I didn't start no conflict. I didn't say anything to anybody. She did this on purpose, maliciously.
Why do you think she called the police if and you was just sitting in your car?
On situations like this, it's sad to say. Jealousy is a horrible thing. If I knew one reason why this girl felt this bad about me, when me and her got into it on Facebook, on Messenger, she the one who started all of this here. She started by telling the guy that I was seeing that I was sleeping with someone else and this, that, the other. Then I had a son that was murdered in 2014. When she got so mad that she seen she couldn't hurt me, she threw my dead son in my face. And when she threw my dead son in my face to hurt me, of course I said anything I could to hurt her. But I never physically in her face or did anything to physically hurt her. She have called me on the phone, FaceTime, 2 times. One time was Alex was over there seeing his grandkids. She FaceTimed me with his wife in the back. Her, Marquisha, and Veronica was on the phone. Tell her you don't love her. This is their words. Tell her you don't love her. Tell her you say you don't love her. Tell her you don't love her. Tell her you say you don't love her. Another time.
They called you on FaceTime for him to tell you that? Did he say it?
Nope. He said, I do love her. He said, I do love her. That's what he said.
Okay. So you're being tased by the police officer. You struggle with him.
I was tased more than 4 times. This is kind of embarrassing to say.
You don't got to be embarrassed.
They tased me, not they, he, Officer Strickland tased me over 4 times. When they finally took me to jail and I got out that police car, God knows, I didn't know. My body limbs was so unfunctional that I had a bowel movement on myself and didn't even know it with how much he tased me. I didn't feel no type of bowel movement come out of me. He had done tased me so many times till I didn't even feel it.
When he was tasing you, did he just leave let the taser go for a little minute before he would stop?
Yes, he was tasing me off and on. He tased me off and on. Then the final time, I remember that taser just sitting on my back. He tased me in the front part. I sent you pictures of the taser mark in the front. I'm sure you probably didn't want to release those pictures because it was too private. But in the front part, it was 2 taser marks where he's tased me underneath my breast a couple of times. And I know he tased me in my back 2 to 3 times. It's burnt taser marks under my stomach. It's burnt taser marks over my back. It's scar marks over him throwing me to that ground because
is that where the bruises came from?
Yes, him throwing me on the ground. Then, while I was in the police car, I wasn't saying what he wanted to hear. He had me handcuffed. He was driving. He all of a sudden speed up and then put on brakes real hard with me being handcuffed so I can fall over to hurt myself. On one hand, this is where these scars came in. When he put on brakes real hard for me to fall, I fell over and the handcuffs tightened on me. And that's why I had these abrasions on my hand.
Wow. So on the way to the police department, once you got there, what was the protocol that they did?
Protocol they did was she took a brief statement from me. He stood in the camera and said, yeah, I had to tase her 4 times. After that, because I was smelling, they took me in the shower. I got a shower. After they took the shower, they threw me in a jail cell. After they threw me in a jail cell, from August the 25th, which was my dead son's birthday, to August the 28th, which was my birthday, the same day on August 28th, they didn't know when I was getting out. They didn't know when I was getting out. I made preparations just to lay down that night. And at about between 7 and 8 o'clock, they called me and told me to put my hands in the slot to handcuff me. When they handcuffed me, they took me out. The officer didn't say nothing, but he's taking me. He's taking me. I have not had any fingerprints. I have not had a mug shot. I have not had a bond. I haven't had anything. They threw me in there, kept me in there for 72 hours, came and got me, dropped me off home.
So what was the reason that he said that he was gonna take you to jail? What were his grounds for taking you to jail? If you was sitting in the car, you wasn't bothering anybody.
He's saying that I was trespassing.
That's what they charged you with?
No, they haven't not charged me with anything. I have not received any kind of charges for as anything. All I'm doing hearing is hearsay. He's saying you resist arrest. He's saying you assaulted a police officer. He's saying you was drunk. He's saying you was this. He's saying you was that. But I have not received any paperwork, even with the court where he's saying I was drinking. I asked for a breathalyzer when I got in that jail cell because I knew I was not drinking. I had not too long came from the liquor store, got my what I was going to get and was going to go home. He took pictures of the unopened bottles that I had. They just came, they have not charged me with anything as far as I know of. They just came, got me out of jail, left me there without knowing what was going to happen to me. And then on August the 28th, this happened on August 28th, they came and got me and just dropped me off home. And the police officer that came and got me and said, oh, you're probably going to get arrested again. So be prepared.
Arrested again for what?
This is small time, whatever they want to do. If you ask me what, I'm going to be as simple as I can ask you what's what. I have no idea. No, not none. They let me out on August 28th. I went to speak to the police chief. I told him that I wanted an independent investigation in this. He asked me to write down a written statement on what happened. I'm waiting till my attorney because I'm smart enough to know I'm not about to do anything without seeking legal advice. So legal advice have not advised me to write with this police, but I have requested for the police chief to have an independent investigation into this. He have not yet. He have not yet had an independent investigation into this. And
nobody contacted you?
No. When you have to use excessive force on a person, the automatic supervisor is supposed to speak to that person. Mm-hmm. I had to beg, and I didn't get it before I left out of jail, for them to take pictures of my bruises on my body on what this man did to me. They refused to take pictures. When I got released out of jail, I went to the police chief office and asked for an individual investigation on this officer, the assault that he did on me, and everything. To this day, I have not received anything. Nothing.
Wow. Hmm.
If anybody,
Go ahead.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Go ahead.
No,
If
go ahead, Sharon.
anybody can tell me how can they do this to you out of no reason and just let this go? But it goes back. I'm gonna tell you just like this. Um, when the guy detained me and took me to jail, he had my car repossessed. Not repossessed, he had it towed by someone around Livingston. I paid $350 to get it back. The guy that I was seeing, that I came over there to see, he was able to obtain and go in my vehicle to look for stuff. He was able to go into my house without my permission to get stuff out of there.
How did he go? Did he have keys to your house, or did he have
No,
your
no keys. He didn't have keys to my house or my car. With my car, when the police had it impounded by this guy, he just went there and politely went in there and got whatever he wanted to get or whatever out my do whatever he wanted out my car. With my apartment, I never gave him keys to my apartment. So this is what you deal with these small time people, because they know people and they don't know me because I'm not from around there. They let these people do what they want to do. How is that legal that you repossess my car and I paid you $350, but you will let someone you know go inside my car and do whatever they want to do?
So who let him go inside the car? Was it the police officer or the tow service?
The tow service. But this is what happens in small town community. The people who had my car let him go inside my car. The apartment complex where I live opened the door to my apartment and let him go inside it.
Why would they open your door and let him inside your apartment? Is he on your lease?
No, because this is small time people.
Okay.
This is
so everybody know everybody. Did he know the
all
people
of
that
them
worked at
know
the
everybody. All of them know everybody. I am not affiliated with nobody around it. I'm not relatives with nobody over there. I'm not kin to nobody over there. I know no one other than I might see my neighbors walk and come by. I don't know nobody. I'm not in that connection. For them to listen to Marquisha Danner, are known, and I'm not downing her, but she is known to be in all kinds of shit. She is known to do drugs. I showed you the information, Kiki, what she have did to me to hurt me. They listened to everything she said. I have never been trespassed off no property in Livingston. Never. When I was sitting in my car, I said nothing to no one. Didn't get into it with no one. I was just simply sitting in my car. If that police cam show, it's going to show you everything you need to know. This man drug me out my car while they sit there and laugh. Marquisha, her family sit there and laugh while this man did this to me.
That's messed up.
I wouldn't care if you hear her state of I wouldn't care if you bring her on here, because she is not going to tell you no more than what happened. We was getting along. I went to a birthday party with his daughter. His wife was there. She was there. Everybody was there. His mom. We got along good. When Marquisha seen that heifer got into his ear and started telling him, oh, when Sharon goes somewhere, she's seeing this person. A man they called that stayed next door to me. Say I'm having sex with him in the car. How the hell am I have sex? Why would I have sex with him in the car in the parking lot when we stay next door to each other?
Right. That's true. What how have you been affected mentally by what you just went through a couple weeks ago?
Kiki, it's sad to say this here. I live in Livingston. I don't have no family. But that's where I reside at. I'm almost terrified to go back. I'm almost terrified to go back there. These people left me in a jail, and the people at the jail went along with whatever they did. They wouldn't tell me no information. They wouldn't tell me why they was holding me. The taser that they did, I still sometimes, I can't feel myself having a bowel movement. The taser that they tased me so many times on my back, I hardly have feelings in my back now. Mentally, I have been diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder. This have took me over the top. It have took me over the top. And it's like, these towns, these small towns get away with this stuff.
They do.
I'm speaking up. And I'm going to fight this to the day I die because I know I didn't do nothing wrong. Because that white police officer, if I was a man, I'm sure he would have killed me. I'm sure he would have. He would, along with everything they said out there. He's seen them laughing at me when he threw me to the ground and was tasing me so many times. He's seen these people doing that. I'm sure if it was somebody else, or a man, a black male, he would have been dead. I know it. He would have been dead. He would have been dead, Keith.
Do you feel like when he did what he did, did you feel like he was trying to hurt you enough to take you out?
Yeah.
Or
yes.
did you feel like
when he approached me, oh God, he approached me with the attitude that that they are right and what I said didn't matter. He approached me with the attitude that what nothing I said mattered. He wouldn't hear nothing that I said. He approached me with the attitude that whatever they said was right. Hold on a second. Excuse me. Ebo, stop smoking.
I'll pause your mic for you.
Done back.
Okay. So what is it that you're currently doing about this situation?
I am speaking to different attorneys. I want them held accountable for what they did, because any time of excessive force used on a person, you're supposed to get a supervisor involved. You should get a supervisor involved. I asked for supervisors time and time and time again.
Did you ask for the supervisor while you were on the scene, or while you was getting arrested, while you was at the apartment complex and the police officer was doing what he was doing? Did you ask for a supervisor?
It happened so fast. But protocol is when a person need excessive force used to them, the supervisor need to come out and assess the situation. He need to come out and take pictures. He need to come out and do whatever he need to do. All I asked was that my rights, for him to give me my rights. And when I start talking to this police officer and telling him that I have a right to say this, I have a right to tell you what happened. Soon as I start telling him my rights, he got aggressive. He didn't want to hear that. He pulled me out that car.
So he never read you. He never read you your rights when he first
He
arrested
never read me not one right. He never. Um, soon as I start speaking to him in a way that I knew my rights, he got upset and he pulled me out that car and threw me to that ground and then started tasing me. Kiki, did I not show you the taser marks under my chest?
you? I posted them.
You didn't post the one on my chest, you posted the ones on my back, I believe.
I didn't post the one. Let me see.
He tased me every part of my body that he thought he could tase. There's taser marks under my breast. There's taser marks in my back. There's taser marks where this man, this officer, did to me. Okay.
I'm looking for them. I'm trying to go and see.
This is why I couldn't control my bowels. He started tasing me in my stomach, under my stomach, tased me in my back. I just don't remember how many times he tased me, but I know it was at least 4 or more.
The one under your breast, it didn't come through. It's just a black screen.
It's okay, long as you see it, because
You got to
I don't
okay.
want
You got to I can't see it. It's
I
just
don't want anybody to think that I'm lying or coming here for publicity. But this man is going to kill somebody around there in that small town, and unfortunately, these town people are not going to speak up. They're not going to say anything about these people and what they do. It's not what you know, it's who you know over there. They do not go by the laws. They do not follow the laws. They do what they feel like they want to do.
yeah. That's how I go in small towns because everybody know each other. Everybody grew up with each other. Everybody knows somebody's cousin, and there's an uncle there. They've been friends with this person for so
They
many
call
years.
they call the police chief, asking him about cases. He's going to speak to them and tell them about it. I didn't stand a chance because I'm not from there. But guess what? I'm standing up and I'm going to continue to stand up. I'm not going to let this ride because what they did to me, and to allow them people to sit there and laugh at me while he did what he did. And then when he get me in the police car, because I'm speaking the truth to him, he want to drive and then put on brakes so I can fall to hurt me. I'm not sitting down on this here. I'm not going to let this happen. I'm not going to let it happen. No, no, no. I
You
can't.
shouldn't sit down. You shouldn't sit down.
I'm not.
You should do something about it. If you feel like you was wrong and this is what happened to you, you have every right to lawyer up and defend yourself. Because no matter how it ended up happening or who you not getting along with, you didn't deserve that.
Can I tell you this? I'm not going to never say allegedly. I can back up any police
I just
case.
have to say allegedly from from my part.
Right. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. And you supposed to do that. But I'm not gonna even say allegedly. I'm gonna say the truth. I sent you screenshot. No, and I'm just me. This is me because I don't want nobody to think I want a pity party. No, I don't.
Right.
I sent you messages of this girl threatening me. I sent you a videotape of her trying to hurt me so bad with the guy I love. I couldn't video record when she tried to make him and her mother make him say that he didn't love me. But this girl maliciously did this. I hadn't said nothing to her, never did nothing to her or anything. If anything, she came on to me after him and I broke up last year and started to start conflict with me. I had witnesses of that. After this happened while I was in jail, she came over to the apartment complex bragging about what happened where I live at.
To your apartment complex?
Yes, came over there bragging about it.
To your neighbors?
To my neighbors, yes. Yes, to my neighbors.
So So she know people that live
She know people
in
that
your.
live over there where I live at, yes. But she intentionally came over. See, you gotta get this key. I ain't from over there, nobody around there. I ain't kin to nobody around there. I'm not biological. I just moved up there because I wanted to give my kids space from where I was living at. So I decided to just move away and let them have that space. So I got me an apartment up there in Livingston, Alabama. Didn't know nobody, not related to nobody, not anything, not anything.
I hate this happened to you, Sharon.
I hate it happened to me, but God made me strong through this, like He had made me strong through a lot of situations. Maybe what I'm saying may save somebody's life. Maybe this trigger happy police officer won't kill nobody because I'm standing up. I'm standing up for what's right. Because when they see this here, they have to see that enough is enough. You can't do that. It's just like letting people, if you have your car towed by someone and you have to pay $350 to get your car back, you gave the police officer gave the tow people my keys while my merchandise, while my vehicle, my property is in your hands. You should secure
Nobody should have
my.
been able to come and get in your car.
Nobody should have been. This is just, but
Yep.
this is how they do though.
So you
This
need
is
to
how
sue
they
the
do.
towing company too. You need
Oh,
to sue the towing company.
all it is just like with my apartment complex.
You need to sue them
I
too.
I have never said no more than one time. I remember they come and let this person in. I told them, okay, yeah, let him in. After that, they have never called me and asked me to let that person in. But they decided to give that person a key without my permission.
And he's not on your lease.
He's not on my lease.
Did you catch him on camera? Did you catch him on camera
Oh,
going
he
in?
admitted it. He said it. I know he had went in there, and he said he had went in there. He meant it
Okay,
to
then
both of them.
the text messages that you had sent me where he did admit that he went in there.
Was that what it said on there? Yeah, yeah. He
Yeah,
had went
baby.
in. He went in there, but he would have tell you the truth. He went in there. Things was got get and the manager, the maintenance man, admitted to letting him in there. The maintenance man admitted to letting him in there.
I see him saying he got into it with them taking
That's
up.
him. That's him trying to clear himself after I got out because I was upset. And that's him trying to clear himself and needed a ride to go get my vehicle. And on my way to get the vehicle, I was saying, I wonder is my doors unlocked. He said, no. He said, yeah, your doors is unlocked because I went in there to look for some keys in my car, for my truck. I went in your car to look for them. This is how I know he had been in there.
Okay, this him talking about he want to let what happened to you happen.
That's what he was
Um,
telling me after I got out. And
mhm.
I was, I thought he was in that house watching it all. Well, he claimed he wasn't in that house and didn't see that happen.
And then he left in danger truck before all of it happened.
That's what
So
he
let me
said.
ask you, when he didn't come back out his daughter's apartment, how much longer did you stay out there before the police came?
Kim, it couldn't have been no more than 5 to 3 minutes. It wasn't that long. It wasn't that long. And see, I had done bought him over there before, had done picked him over there before. If I was trespassing, I had any legal document that I wasn't supposed to be over there, I would have never did it. I done been over there several times to get him and pick him up.
Right.
I have never had a trespass charge from over there. Nobody have never trespassed me from being over there in Lake Ridge. It's like the police went along with what Marquisha said and listened to her and did whatever she wanted to do and just went right along. Didn't question me, didn't ask me what was going on, didn't say anything. He had in his head and made up mind that he's going to believe what he want to believe and he's going to handle me the way he did.
Did the officer know Marquisha now?
Key, I can't answer that question, but this is a small town, Livingston, Alabama. I'm sure they knew each other. I'm sure around there they know all the different officers and this and that, the other stuff, but I can't just concrete say that they knew each other. But Marquisha Danner and that family is from around there. They are known.
Somebody said, I thought you said he lived with you, so how was it wrong for them to let him to the apartment? They used to live together. They no longer live. How long have y'all not been living together?
Okay, this is what happened. We had been living together for almost 4 years off and on. Mm-hmm. Me and him got into it. Right before this happened, we got into it that same day on the 25th. For the 25th, he was living with me. Okay, after the 25th, before this happened, he left and went back over there with them.
Wait a minute, okay, because you just confused me. So before August the 25th, he was he living with you on August the 25th?
Yes, he stayed there August 25th. We gotta be. I mean, only time he would leave away from there, me and him get into it about something.
So you think that that's probably why they let him in, because they consider him as a resident? Because, you know, although if somebody's not on your lease, but if they live with you like past 30 days or something like that, they're considered a legal resident there. And actually,
the police officers, this is the police officer words. And he followed Marquisha words. Oh, they're not together. He's with my mama.
Okay, I understand it. But I understand that. What I'm saying is, if he was living there and you put him out on the day of the altercation,
I can understand that.
If he had been staying with you for more than 30 days,
right? I can understand that.
That was considered as his apartment. He was considered as a resident of that apartment, so that's why they gave him a key.
Okay, I can understand that. But then again, you got to understand this the way what they went by. Police went by what she said, Marquisha.
I understand what the police went by. What I'm saying is what the landlord went by.
Yeah, with the landlord situation, I can ignore that. I can ignore that landlord situation, but I'm trying to tell y'all is that these people do what they want to do. Okay. Yeah, now that is a part that I am not pursuing, because I am not pursuing that part. You know why I'm not pursuing that part? Because, like, you're right, he did live there.
Yeah.
But when him and I got into it, he left there. He left there and he went back over there. So I can see they may be letting him in that. So I would never dispute that on any charge or whatever. But if you look at to what like you saying that he stayed there for so long, but you asked me, was he on my lease? No, he wasn't on my lease. Okay. Now that's going to be not an issue, because I don't plan on pursuing that far as him coming in that apartment. But you gotta look at these other situations, like letting people into my car, let him into my car when it have been towed. And I got to pay $350 to get my car, and you have never secured my car.
So when he went in your car, he went to the towing company, right, and asked them for the keys and went inside your car.
Far as I know is he didn't. I don't know if he asked for the keys. I don't know if he just went in the car. Left the door unlocked. Far as I'm thinking, the door was unlocked and he just went in there. But
okay.
But when you towing somebody's vehicle, you are responsible for that vehicle. That's the reason why you're getting paid, right? When you're responsible for that vehicle, when I came to pick up my vehicle, I had to show ID. I had to show everything to get my car. But you allowed someone to just get in my car and get what he wanted to get. No proof, no nothing. Right? You hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm trying to whatever. I am not trying to make a bad thing on him. Only thing I'm just trying to point out is that you cannot allow people in and out of people's property without their permission, especially if something like this is going on. I'm trying to find a charger, Kiki, so I won't get cut off. Okay. Well, any more questions, I'm willing to answer. And that was not a bad question because I did say that. And like I said, he was living with me. He was living with me. And he knew exactly what was going on. And I feel like he should have waited till I got out before he went in there. But am I pressing or trying to press charges on that situation? No. But I was just letting you know, it's like in small town things, this is what they do. They don't care about the law or how the law is run. They're gonna just do what they want to do.
Right. So let me ask you this. This is a good question that Jazzy posed.
Okay.
So how did you end? What Jazzy said. So how did you end up over there by the daughter house? Did he call
I
you to
didn't
come
end up
over
by
there?
the daughter house. I didn't end up by the daughter house. It's an apartment complex.
Okay, the apartment complex. Did he call you to come over there?
No, he didn't. Him and I had been talking, and he told me he was going over there. And I was waiting till he come out. Him and I have a business together. We have a truck together. It was some questions that I needed to know where the truck was at because it wasn't parked where it used to be parked. I have had a situation with my truck being stolen. So it wasn't parked where it was supposed to be parked. So I went to ask him because he had the keys last. Where was the truck?
Did you call him and let him know that you was coming?
No, I didn't call him and let him know I was on. I can't lie. I didn't call him and let him know I was coming. But we was talking back and forth on the phone. I didn't talk to none of his folks. Only thing I was texting was him, not nobody else. Him. This is just like two couples that's together or halfway together talking. This had nothing to do with her.
So he had no idea you was coming over there. Do you think that he was the one who got her to call the police? Since y'all already was heated from earlier that day?
What I sent you the messages, right?
Mm-hmm.
What did the messages say that he said?
That he didn't he said, I wasn't there when that happened. I didn't know about it until I got back. I left in Deja Truck before all of that happened. I wasn't here. I left after I talked to you. Okay, so he left after he talked to you. After he talked to you, so did you talk to him? What he mean by
I
after
thought
he
he was
talked to you?
see, I thought he was still there. I didn't know he left. I seen him there, and that's what I was waiting for
Okay,
him to
so you
come
already
outside.
knew he was over there, so that's why you came over there. Because you already knew he was there.
Yeah, I knew he was there. We had done talked. I knew he was there. And this had nothing to do with his daughter. This had nothing to do with his stepdaughter. His stepdaughter had nothing to do with the conversation him and I had.
Right.
This is what he said. He's saying that he would have did this and that the other if he would have seen that happen. Did you finish reading everything, Keith? What he said?
Yeah. I wasn't there when you and that officer got into it. I wouldn't have just stood by and let that happen. If I had to talk to you myself, it wouldn't have went that far. And what else? What else he said? You didn't see me leave, but I left out.
Exactly.
I was mad with Queet. Sean told me about it. Queet,
I got
that's
into
more
it. He said, I got
that.
into it with all of them. He said, I got into it with all of them because he knew they was wrong. He knew I didn't say anything to nobody. He knew I didn't do anything. Him and
So
I
did
had
you
been
did when you got to the apartment complex? Did you call him and let him know that you was outside to come outside, or that you was there, or
No, I
since
didn't call him to come outside. But as soon as I got there, within a second of it, he seen me out there. But
and he didn't come outside where you was?
the part that y'all need to see is that this was between him and I. She had nothing to do with it.
No, I get that. I get that. I'm just trying to see. I'm just trying to get like some context, like about like you came over there. He didn't know you was coming. You didn't call him and tell. I'm trying to see like why would she call the police? So you came over there and but you didn't
She
call him and
called the
tell him that you was
police.
coming. And when you
She
got there,
called why would she call the police? That's the question.
when you
That's
pulled
the
up,
question. That's the question. Why did she call the police?
I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna ask him.
When I didn't
So
say nothing to her, listen, when I didn't say not one word to her, didn't get out my car, didn't say nothing to nobody. What can she tell you? If I didn't say nothing to her, didn't start no disturbance, didn't say nothing to nobody,
right.
didn't get out my car, didn't say nothing, never had a problem with her over there before. What can she tell you other than she called the police of malicious reasons? And feel free to ask anybody. That's why I'm telling you, it don't matter. And you know what I'm saying? I am willing to stand on everything that I'm saying. I have nothing to hide. I have not had a problem with this girl. Me and her have been back and forth against each other on Facebook, not on Facebook, on Messenger or whatever. Before as me physically getting into it with this girl, I mean, physically going over there to front this girl, no, never in a million years. That ain't me.
Wow. No, I was just trying to get some context because
Go
it
ahead,
just seemed.
go ahead.
Yeah,
Go
I was
ahead.
just trying to.
I understand that, and I want you to do that, but I'm only going to tell you the truth. I can only tell you the truth.
Well, I hate this happened to you, Sharon, because besides all of the BS or whatever, it's still basically about how you was
Treated.
treated by the police officer. That's the main part. Is that you, besides everything else that happened, you was handled the way you were handled by the police officer, and that's the
Right,
bigger problem in the bigger picture.
right. And that's why I'm coming on here for, is because people don't understand. You can sit there and and that's what you're supposed to do. Question this, you can question that. But in reality is, I don't care what nobody say. If you're not from one of these small towns, then you're an outsider. You ain't gonna get treated the same because you don't know these people. I sit in that car Did not say anything to nobody out there. Because I had nothing to do with Marquisha or nobody out there. Nothing. I was only sitting in my car. Didn't start nothing, didn't do anything. What make it right for Marquisha to call the police on me because I was sitting in my car? That apartment complex have not trespassed me not one time. And they can't because I don't do anything. I haven't did anything. Just because she seen me sitting in my car, what make that right for her to call the police on me and them to do what they did? Just give me some type of logical excuse. I mean, if I was out there causing disturbance, if him and I was out there getting into it, if I was threatening her, I'm just trying to think of anything that I can come up with that I could have did but didn't do. Only thing I did was sit in my car.
Okay. I'm a ask her. She hit me up.
And that's fine. That's totally fine.
Because I want to know why would she call the police on you and you just sitting in your car?
If this girl maliciously recorded the man that I'm with talking to another woman, ain't no man perfect, and I ain't excusing this Negro for nothing he did. If she maliciously sent me a videotape of him getting in the car with another woman, what the hell you think she'll do to me? Did I or did I not send you that videotape that she sent to me?
Mm-hmm. And that was him coming out of another woman's house.
No, that was him coming from where she lived at.
Okay.
One of his other children, she lived in the same complex. She recorded him coming out that house, going to see another woman, and sent that to me. If this woman is that motherfucking mad or evil enough to send me that to hurt me, you don't think she'll call the police on me to hurt me?
Okay, can y'all see me? Cause the screen just went all the way black. Can y'all see me? I need somebody to tell me because I don't know. I don't know what. Okay, y'all see me. Okay. I don't know what had happened. I have no idea what had happened. But I just want to tell Sharon, because we got a second part to this interview. The stepdaughter will be here to join us shortly. But before I let the stepdaughter join, I want to thank Sharon. I want to thank Sharon for being here. Who was the arresting officer? Officer Sullivan. I think that's what she said. I want to thank Sharon for coming on here. Sharon, I don't know what happened. My screen turned black and Sharon's screen turned black. And I went up there to see if my internet was working, and my internet was working. Give me one second, child. Oh, you went to college though, Michelle? Okay, there goes Sharon right there. Hello? Did your screen go black too?
No, you just froze up.
Oh, see, on my end, your screen went black and my screen went. Reached out to me, and she wants to come on here and tell her side. On here and tell her side. That was fine. She can come on here and tell her side.
That's fine. I am so welcoming to that, because the only thing she could tell
Sharon's,
you is,
do y'all see Sharon's screen being black or seeing it? Okay, there she go. Okay. Hello. Anything else you want to say, Sharon, before we end the interview?
if she's gonna come on here, I would like to really hear what she say too, because tell the truth. Tell her how this all started.
She matter of fact, let me call her and see if she gonna come on.
Tell her the truth on what happened. Tell the truth on that. I was not doing nothing out there while she called the police on me. Tell the truth that I have never been there with her, or never start any confusion over there with her.
Okay. And do you want to be on? Do you want to be on camera with her or not?
I don't mind being on, because I have nothing to lie about.
I'm asking her. You want to be on camera with her or not, Marquisha? Would you rather be on camera by yourself? Hello? I think she's trying to get on. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Well, when you will you? What is he saying? Okay. Okay. Y'all, hold up. The stepdaughter finna come out. It did knock Sharon off again. Okay, I see you. I see you now. Wait a minute. It's dark, but hold up just a second. You in here, but I can't see you. Officer Strickland is the officer. Ravion, I'm not disputing her being bruised up and getting messed up by the police officer at all. I see everybody see the pictures like I see the picture. Okay, Marquisha, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end this live and I'm gonna send you a whole nother link, and whatever you did to come in that way again, because I don't know what's going on with this and I don't want to lose this live stream. So I'm gonna end it, and then I'm gonna send you another link, and then you hit that link. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Y'all see Sharon's screen black. I don't know what. I mean, this Marquisa's screen now, but I'm finna kick her off of here. Thank y'all so much for being on here. Sharon, thank you for coming on here telling your story, because at the end of the day, regardless of what happened to lead up to this, you shouldn't have left that scene beat up and bruised up the way you were, especially if you were being compliant. And that's just point blank, period. So thank you to everybody that came on here and saw part one. Give me like a hot 5-10 minutes. I gotta go through and put this, get this a new link, and I'm gonna send it to Sharon. She said she don't want you on her interview, so I'm gonna respect her not putting you on her interview, just like I respected you not letting her come and you have your time to talk. She just hit me up and said that she wanted to speak her piece, so I'm gonna let her speak her piece. Hopefully she be able to, the computer act right. But y'all give me 5-10 minutes to send her this link, and then I'll be back with part 2.